Hey guys, Wix100 here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a battery meter for your laptop. I think this would also technically work on a desktop. It would just always show 100%. So if you're programming this on a desktop, I don't think you would get any errors, but it would be pointless to monitor your battery on a device without a battery. Also, something to note, when recording I am plugged in. So part of what I'm doing is showing you how to get time remaining on your battery, but since I'm plugged in, it will be returning -1, which would be invalid because -1 shows that it's not losing charge because it's plugged in. So create new project. And select Windows Forms App.NET Framework. Next, battery meter, create. Okay, so the things you want to put in are a progress bar and a couple labels. So there's the percentage label and the time remaining label, and I think that's it. So let's put these like this. You want this label to be called percentage label, and you want this label to be called time label, and you want the progress bar, let's say percentage progress bar. And also you want a timer. Let's just call this update timer. If you don't know what a timer does, a timer, it isn't a timer like you tell it to start and it starts counting up. A timer control, what it does is you set its interval in the form of milliseconds. So I am going to actually set it to 1000, which means it will tick once per second, because you really don't need to be updating your battery more than that. And when it's set to enable, it will go through its tick method once every whatever milliseconds. So once every 1000 milliseconds would be 1 second. So let's change the percent label to be auto size false and anchor top bottom right. Make it the same size as that. Make its text align be middle right, and stretch out the progress bar to attach there. Make the progress bar anchor be top bottom left. You don't need that. Change the label, the time label, to be bottom. So where's the anchor? There it is. Bottom left, and it can remain auto sized. And pull this down, stretch this down to the bottom, stretch that down to there, and now it all stretches together. Then you want to type 100.00%, not and, percent, And then you can stretch the label to be slightly bigger than that. Set the time label to say time remaining 00:00:00. So that would be 0 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. And then you can also set the percentage label back to 0%. Technically, this text value and this text value don't really mean anything, except for the fact that when you load up the program, the user is going to see what they say for a brief moment before that first tick. So if you really want them to see the words label 1 and label 2, you can, but I prefer to, I think it looks nicer to actually have blank values of what they are going to say anyway. So then let's double click on the timer to get update timer _tick, and let's do right above it power status, no, not power state, yeah, power status, PS equals system information dot power status. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't know all the features of a power status class, but we're creating a power status object and setting it equal to the system info power status. So basically that's saying this power status holds information like time remaining on the battery, what percentage is left on the battery, stuff like that. And we're setting its values equals to whatever the system's values are. And so percentage progress bar dot value equals PS dot battery life percent times 100. What is wrong with that? It is a float. That is what's wrong with that. So let's do int in parentheses, and now it's going to take this, which is out of, it goes 0 to 1, multiply it by 100, and then turn that into an integer. Next, if PS dot battery life remaining is less than 0. That's what I was talking about earlier with the it would return -1 because I'm plugged in. Then time label dot text equals time remaining unknown, else time remaining plus new time span, and we want 0 hours, 0 minutes, and PS dot battery life remaining seconds. And actually, we'll see what that does. And then the last one is percentage label.text. Text equals ps.battery battery life percent dot toString, and we want to put a string there and say p. The p tells it that when it converts it to a string, put it in the format of a percent. And actually, I think I'm going to move this into here because I don't actually think it would update if it's outside the timer. I think it would just have the static value of whatever it was at the time of update. I don't know that for sure though. So we're running it, and it says 88%, and time remaining unknown because it's returning a -1. So let's see. My actual battery says 88%, and this says 88.00%. So there you go. It's now monitoring my battery every 1 second. If by changing the values of the timer, you can make it go once every couple seconds, once every millisecond, which would be a lot. You can make it do it once a day. You can make it not even be based on the timer. You can make it go off the button click, or when someone types something into a text box, you could trigger it from anything basically. So there you go. You now know how to monitor a battery with a Windows Forms application in C#. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like button down below, sub button, links. Check out my Infinity Programming Discord. Till next time, bye.